Hello viewers, this is Work TV, your most anticipated channel. I'm Olorunmowaju, your host on OKUN Gist with Personality, a program where we discuss lifestyles, fashion, entertainment, and exclusive interview with different guests within our community. Before we continue, we'll go on a commercial break. Don't go anywhere.
Wow! I love this video, very clean and nice. WOG Studios is very good.
Yes, Daddy. Very clean video. WOG Studios is simply the best.
I heard they shot wedding photos and video as well.
Yes, Daddy. Even photo book, photo enlargement and give soft copies for free.
Be quick, bring a husband home. I can't wait to invite WOG Studios to shoot your wedding.
Wow. Daddy. You are the best. I have always dreamed to have WOG Studios shoot my wedding.
WOG Studios, a home for digital production.
You got one studio where I be one tell you for film production, for music production, clean photography, bam videography. I beg you waiting be the name of hey, I be the name of studio.
Welcome back. Today I have with me a high-rated personality, a community buddy, and a philanthropist. He's also a father, a president. He's no other person than engineer Emmanuel Ajibero. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, we are glad to have you on our program this morning.
I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, thank you very much. I would like you to tell us more about you. We'd like to meet you so our viewers can know more about you, sir.
Okay, you said it all. I'm engineer Emmanuel Ajibero, the President General of KABBA Development Union. We're on a 4-term tenure, which is about 2+ years now.
Okay,
so we have about a year and a half more on the KDU presidency. So I'm glad to be here.
You're welcome, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Sir, we'd like to know since when KDU has been in existence. Because for so many of us, we just hear KDU, we don't know maybe it comes to this generation or it has been in existence.
Oh, no, it's been in existence since the 70s. It's an offshoot of KDM, KABBA Development Movement, and then KDG, KABBA Descendants Movement, something like that. There used to be two, but in the early 70s, some patriots within the community felt it was not healthy for us to have two development organizations in the community, so they merged it into one. Incidentally, my father-in-law, the late Chief M.K. Joloko, was the first president of KABBA Development Union.
Thank you very much, sir. But we'll also be glad to know that since your emergence as the KDU president, what has been the major contribution so far? What has changed from the past president till now, sir?
Well, it's a dynamic world, and we came in with a purpose. I have an exco group comprising of both the young and the old, and not too young of that. And we came with a mission to provide a direction in terms of development for the community. Immediately we got on board, we decided that KDU must have a secretariat. And then I had to donate a 2-bedroom apartment, which we used as a temporary secretariat. And then we discovered that from there we were able to articulate most of the things we want to do. And what actually brought this about is the fact that we couldn't get records I just told you that KDU has been in existence since 70. So you should naturally expect that there will be records about happenings in the community, somewhere that it will be kept. But we couldn't lay hands on any of those things. So we felt, yes, we should have a secretariat where we should be keeping our records, documents, pictures of our heroes, you know. So, and we had a project to build a 250 million naira civic center that will comprise of the hall, the shopping mall, and then the KDU secretariat. So that project has been on since 2014. Unfortunately, it's only at the German floor level now, you know. So we now decided to build this secretariat with the funds we had, and we have completed it, and it's functional at the moment. And I'm glad to let you know that yes, activities has been going on there. And apart from that, so many areas. The old town hall, I grew up to meet it. So we feel it's no longer befitting for this generation. I'm 50 plus, going to 60. For me to have met that town hall there, it means it was built over 50 years ago. So we are very serious about getting a modern town hall, which KABBA really deserve. And of course, our annual event of KABBA Day, when I was coming this morning, I am with the chairman of the Central Planning Committee of KABBA Day 2019. I'm sure you have a chat with him later. Yes, we have raised the bar of KABBA Day. Our target is to surpass the popular Ojude Oba.
Yes, sir.
So we want to make KABBA Day a global event. 2017 was okay. Last year was okay. This year will even be better. And I know we are getting there. There's a way of moving the community together to make sure that, yes, we for once forget our differences, come together and celebrate our cultural heritage. So that one is happening a lot. Then we are also we've been working on empowering the youths in collaboration with some of our politicians.
Yeah, we'll come to that, sir.
Okay.
Just, yes, because I think we still have some questions to ask you about that for now.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you very much for letting us know how far you've gone and what you still have in plan for the community. Yeah, another thing we want you to discuss is I think over time there has been some insecurity issues within the community.
Okay.
We really want to know, as the KDU president, sir,
Yeah.
what impact does KDU has to bring into that for the security of the people around the community?
You see, security is very key, and we were all concerned when recently some of our young folks decided to hold the community to ransom, you know, with some killings, which did not go down well with us. I'm so glad that the Traditional Council, in collaboration with us and the security agents, rose up to the occasion. And as I speak, the security agents have been able to arrest the situation. A lot of them have been arrested and taken into custody. We're going to hear from them. You see, they are young people. Let us hear from them. KABBA was not like this. Especially when we were growing up. We were always happy to come home because we know ourselves. To come home and interact with one another. People you don't even meet outside KABBA. You are both in Lagos. You don't meet in Lagos. But when you get to KABBA, is when you be able to meet. Such is the eagerness for us to come home and relax on weekends. And so it is not that home now that some people will make uncomfortable for us. We will not accept it for our own and for the future of the upcoming generation. So the security agents have risen up to the occasion and they have arrested the situation. I'm so glad. I mean, we've been around for almost 3 days and nothing like that has been happening again. And I pray with all these efforts, it remains like this. I'm just pleading with some of our big shots not to leave all this to few people. Come home, let us together do something about this, our youth. Youth restiveness is what I think is causing it. And I give it to our elites. They have been coming home trying to establish one business or the other to get these youths engaged. What I have discovered is once they are not usefully engaged, they will find something to do. Okay. And those could be negative, because there is a lot of energy in the youth. So what I'm imploring our allies to come home and do to work with us is to find a way of usefully engaging these youths so that we will channel their energy in the right quarters. So I'm just using this medium to appeal to OWE elites, both home and abroad. Come and work with us in KDU. KDU is doing a lot. Unfortunately, we are constrained by funds. Though some of our people are trying, most people just even send money without wanting their name to be mentioned. Yes, and we are very grateful to them, but a lot still needs to be done.
Thank you very much, sir. Another thing we would like to hear from you is you talking about the recent happening in town, and some of the youth has been arrested. Sir, I want to know, is it just okay to concentrate on the ones that have been arrested? What about the ones that maybe they are luckily not arrested and they are still within the town? What do you have to do? What impacts?
Okay, so we are just using the recent incident as a reference point, right? But I know insecurity generally is everywhere. But you have to start from somewhere, okay? We have to start from somewhere. We're not stopping. Right now that some of them have been arrested, we'll continue to watch the situation, see how things evolve, and then we'll take it from there. Security issues are not just what we want to be discussing in the open here like this. You understand? Because by virtue of the nature of security, you don't want to throw all your bullets out there for fear of the unknown. So let me just stop at that. But I assure you, the traditional council, especially led by the Ajibero of KABBA, they are not resting. They are not resting at all. And in collaboration with the powers that be in Lokoja, and then even within the community, we're trying to see what we can do to nip it in the bud.
Thank you very much, sir. Also, sir, we want to quickly ask that aside the KABBA Day annual events, is there any future projects to look out for? Like, aside the fact that a certain period in the year we come home together, jubilate and celebrate our land, is there any project that is going to actually bring us down? That all of us will really want to look out for, that this is something that we want to come home for?
What is going to happen this year, and I'm sure the chairman of the planning committee will speak into it, it's we're trying to split the KABBA Day activities into two, just to experiment for this year. Now, hitherto, KABBA Day we have the cultural celebration in the morning, we have the banquet in the afternoon, and then there's KABBA at night. Now we're trying to see whether we can do KABBA Day up to the evening, do the banquet in the evening, and in December we'll come home and have the KABBA Day. It's just an experiment. If it works out, fine. If it doesn't, well. And you know that on the 26th of December every year, we normally have the KDU AGM, where, other branches, especially the Lagos branch, they normally come home with doctors and nurses to take care of our elderly ones. We'll put them in one section of the town hall, attend to them. That was where we discovered so many things, many ailments, terminal ailments like high blood pressure, prostate cancer, that if not taken care of, will have led some people to their early grave. However, over the past 4 years, KDU Lagos has been able to help us in identifying those things very early enough. And of course, KDU has a branch in Abuja that has built a borehole in O2, Egumbe. We also have one project presently which we are supervising. It's a federal government project of 13 boreholes in several locations around KABBA, O2, Obiri, Korede, Ayeteju, Bolorunduro, GRA. We have one at Iya, and we have one at Odolu. So all those things are what we're doing. But specifically, also the Obangogo hill climbing, which we are trying to really put on the national and international tourist attraction, is also happening in December 27th of every year.
Okay, sir.
So we want to see what we can do to support the committee to really put this thing on the national and international map as a tourist center, such that it won't be only December. People can come anytime of the year to go climb that wonderful hill, which is a very good tourist attraction center. And of course, I told you about our civic center, KABBA Civic Center. By the time it is completed, it's going to be an edifice. Let me quickly add, because I'm looking for our youths, our architects now,
Okay, sir.
to help us to design that space in front of the secretariat. We want to make it into a kind of center.
So do you mean the KDU secretariat?
Yes.
Or the local government secretariat?
No, the KDU secretariat.
Okay.
There is a space of about 2 plots in front of there. We want to design it as a unity center,
Okay.
where people can come and interact. So we're going to put what's it called? There's going to be a water fountain. There's going to be it's going to be a green area. People will sit out.
Can hang out, like everybody can.
Exactly. We want to reenact what we used to do in those days. Now, youths interact via Facebook, WhatsApp. But in our days when we were growing up, it was physical interaction. So we want a center in KABBA where, yes, when our youths come home, anytime, is it during Easter, during the Christmas, they can actually go out there and interact in a socially friendly environment. So I'm using this medium again to appeal to our architects to come up with that design. We have the space already,
Okay, sir.
but you know, we don't just want to start something. We want to do a concept of the whole thing before we start building.
Very interesting, sir, to hear the plans you have for us within OWE community. We are very glad to know. Sir, it's another privilege we want to make use of is, you know, children of nowadays growing within the community, we are very familiar with just what we hear and might not want to go down into history. Sir, will you quickly want to let us know, is there a difference between KABBA and OWE?
Well, I think for administrative convenience, we are referred to the whole environment is KABBA. But who are we? We are the OWE people. So the OWE people inhabit the geographical area known as KABBA. You understand? So we are OWE Yoruba people inhabiting a geographical area known as KABBA. So if we ask you now, who are you? Well, I'm awake, Mayor.
Okay, sir. Actually, sir, you know, when most of the OWE people go out there and fill some certain forms, there's a place we normally see as tribe.
Yes.
I think that space is very confusing to some persons, because most times you will be forced to put OWE and you ask yourself, will I be allowed to use this?
Oh yeah,
yes,
because OWE, it's just like saying you are from Ijebu, for example, you are Yoruba.
Yes, sir.
Somebody from Ijebu is a Yoruba, right? So if they ask what is your tribe, the tribe really should be OWE. Well, where you come from is KABBA.
Okay, sir.
So you are native of where? KABBA. Who are you? I'm an OWE person.
So to the new generation people, we are you're letting us know now that, okay, if we are asked in a form to fill, as well as your tribe, you can easily put OWE.
Yes.
Very well, sir. Thank you very much, sir. We'll be rounding up our program in some few minutes.
So soon?
In some few minutes.
Yeah.
But, sir, before we go, you talked about KDU coming annually December 26 for AGM programs, whereby they have interaction with the elderly ones and the community in general. Now, sir, I want to know, in these efforts that KDU puts in place, what is the response of the people? What is the awareness all about?
Yes. Okay, so the awareness, everybody knows December 26 is KDU AGM. But nevertheless, we don't rely on that because of the youth especially. Now, we'll use the town crier to let people know that AGM is coming on so date, and that there will be medical outreach. Medical outreach is not the only thing we do. The other branches, especially Abuja branch, I know 2 years ago they went around to distribute mattresses to the hospitals.
Okay.
Mattresses and pillowcases and bed sheets. That is KDU Abuja. KDU Lagos are sponsoring consumables for doing the the skill acquisition team, in addition to what they do in December. And then I'm also aware that they sponsor provision of exercise books to the students that participated in the last summer school. All those things are activities we handle to make an impact, in the community, and several other things. We have intervened in the exorbitant bill that NEPA was giving us then. We intervened to make sure there was no protest. We were able to handle it amicably.
So we can say the awareness is everywhere, and the turn up, so it's always on the high side.
Well, talking about turn up, because it falls into the festive period, we are not impressed. Most of our elites would rather just sit down at home, eating and drinking, than coming. However, we are still okay with the kind of crowd that we normally have during that AGM. But I will use this opportunity again to appeal to our elites to come home. When you come home during Christmas, things are happening where decisions about the development of the community are being taken. So we will still implore our elites to come and share experiences and give us ideas. Most of these ideas, I'm telling you, I have a 25 man, or let me say 25 person, because it comprises of both men and women. Yeah, I call them Presidential Council. I formed those people. They comprise of our elites across the country, even in US, UK, and United Arab Emirates. I have somebody from United Arab Emirates as a member of the council. And the technology has made it easy. We interact on WhatsApp platform, we talk, and that is when we take some decisions about what we feel the community needs. So it's about consultation, it's about being able to get opinion from people, because our elites are very, very passionate about this community. Just that most of them don't know how, but KDU has provided a forum where people can come, make their views known, and then we are ready to implement with their support.
So, sir, if now the community, how do the community give a feedback to KABBA Development Union? Is there is there handles? Is there
we have, that's one of the functions of the secretariat.
So it's always open 24 hours.
Yes. Well, let me put it this way. We opened the place in November last year. Okay. And one of our great men in the community gave us money to furnish the place. I'm talking of the Jagmolo land. When he saw commission the place, he gave us money that we must furnish and start. That was him realizing the importance of that place. Now, we tried to advertise for a permanent secretary. We couldn't get. We are now trying to see whether NYC can give us somebody that will be there for us. Otherwise, our PRO has been ensuring that that place is kept open as much as possible. So anybody that wants to interact with us is through the secretariat, through we also have a website, www.kabbadevelopmentunion.com. It's our website. And of course, we're on social media too. We're on Facebook.
Okay.
We're on Facebook. KABBA Development Union is on Facebook. So people can actually interact with us through those mediums. But for the people at home, the secretariat.
Okay. I think at this junction, before we round up the whole program, we want you to tell the entire community what you have for them without us passing any question until you.
Well, first, let me say KABBA is evolving. I mean, a lot of new things are happening. This work TV is a very good innovation, and I wish to commend the crew and the brain behind it. And if you move across the town, you see that the community is really developing, and we need to work hard to catch up with the population explosion in terms of provision of amenities. The government alone cannot do this for us, and that is why an organization like KDU is existing. So KDU is also making another plan now for the future. You know, I talked about usefully engaging our youths. We want to establish the youth branch of KDU. We will call them KDU Vanguards. So these people want to inculcate in them the old spirit of helping one another. In those days, I think they used to call it, I've forgotten the name now in KABBA, where you go to this person's farm today, tomorrow you go to this other person's farm. So collectively you'll be able to do more. So we are going to enroll a lot of youths into this KDU Vanguards, and we'll be going around town, even if it is clearing the gutters, doing little jobs that will make the community looking better. For example, look at the roundabout at the Daonika. Could you believe what erosion has done to that place? Assuming we are just able to clear the gutters, the erosion wouldn't have destroyed that road as much as it has done. So, but somebody needs to come up and lead the people towards doing all these little things. And KDU is prepared to do that. We cannot ask all the elders to come out, but by the time we bring up the KDU Vanguards, we will teach them how, without having money, you can make impact in the society. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Daddy, for your time. We appreciate you coming on our program this day.
I'm glad.
We hope in time to come when we call on you, you'll
I'm very willing. I know it's very difficult to track me down. I mean, Yomi has been on my neck for almost 1 month now, making phone calls, and it's good. It shows determination and how much of impact you want to make, and so I appreciate this. Once you can succeed in tracking me down, I'll be glad to come.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Sir. Thank you, viewers, for your time. I hope you've learned a lot from our program today from the KDU president. We want you to give a feedback about what you have, your questions. You can always get back to us on all our handles, Work TV, on Instagram, on Facebook. So we also have a channel on YouTube, Work TV _NG. We'll be glad to take all your questions.
Thank you for watching today's episode on OKUN Gist with personalities on Work TV. We hope you enjoy yourself, and we hope you enjoyed the interview as well. Don't forget to click the subscribe button, and don't forget to ring the bell as well. This will enable you to have a notification whenever we post a new video on this channel. Do you wish to be interviewed on this program as well? Why not just call us today on the number scrolling on your screen, and we shall give you an appointment to be interviewed on OKUN Gist with personalities. This is OKUN, this is our land. Let us build it together. Work TV, unveiling talents.
Egnr studio, where I be want to you for film production, for music production, clean photography, bam videography. I beg you waiting be the name. Hey, now it be the name. Work Studios. Waiting be the name. Tell me. Work Studios. Now it be the best. Work Studios. For your film production, for your music production, for your wedding photography, for your wedding videography, for your birthday photo shoot, go to Work Studios. Because now them be the best. Work Studios. For your graphic design, for your jingle productions, for online TV, go to Work Studio. Because now them be the best. Work Studios. Work Studios.